Hello, I'm Rafungu Tusi if you're new here, and welcome to the Nairobi Design weekly podcast, the place of good vibes, great music, and the ever-candid creative conversations. Now, today with me is Wanjiku, and she's the founder or the curator of the ONO Collection, the ONO Collection. So just a brief introduction to who you are and what you do to those who might not know you so well.
So my name is Wanjiku Murigi. I am the creative director and founder of HISI Studio, and I'm also a master's student at the University of Nairobi, mastering in design.
Nice. Okay, so tell us about the ONO Collection. Where did the idea come from first?
So the ONO Collection was first presented as my project at the University of Nairobi for my undergraduate degree. So it came from just thinking about how it's final year, and after 4 years studying in Nairobi, I would go back home in Thika, and I actually wanted to apply my skill once I went back home. So I started thinking about my community, the people I interact with on a daily basis, and my passion for fashion, because that's what I was taking in school. So as I thought about the people I had interacted with in Thika, I thought about the visually impaired. So the Salvation Army has set up a couple of schools for persons with disabilities, including Thika High School for the Blind and Primary School for the Blind. So I thought about how the students in those two schools consume fashion, or how they go about dressing or shopping, and just what the experience is.
Yeah.
And so I did research and wrote my paper about fashion and the visually impaired. And the ONO Collection was born.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so I think it's gone on for quite a while now. For how long has it?
When I graduated last year in December, so it's now heading to a year.
Nice.
So when I presented the collection in October last year, end of October, November, that's when we did our exams. That's when I first presented it in school. Then in November, I tested it out at Society for the Blind. Then later in February, I took it to a couple of my friends at KU who are visually impaired. We tested it out for a month till March. Then I launched the product in market for research, just small sample for exhibition, just to see how people would react to it at Nairobi Innovation Week in June. Then registered the company in October. So HISI Studio is now a company. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, any further aspirations for now, the ONO Collection?
So for the ONO Collection, we've had a lot of research and development, testing, I think, going back between prototypes and samples, but now we're ready for our first market release, at least end of November. So we'll start out with t-shirts with braille print, and then the bags that go with the collection will also be up for sale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, now now that you are making it into a business, how can you explain the business side of it all? How has it been?
Well, we've not been in business particularly, but there's a lot of interest in the product, in the bags and the t-shirts, in all our textured work, because everything, all our prints are tactile, so that visually impaired persons can interact with them. So there's a lot of interest in it. We can't wait to launch.
Nice. Okay, so are there any companies that you're thinking of collaborating with when it comes to now the ONO Collection, or haven't thought about that one?
Well, in terms of collaboration, we're trying to get the companies we work with right now that we have aligned our brand with are mostly on production, just like suppliers. But our main target is the societies for the blind across the country, just to get them working with us, maybe we have inserts of macrame in the bags, so maybe to get some of the members to craft that for us. but we're still in talks.
Nice. Okay, so can you describe your team for us?
What team?
After you came up with the idea for the Ono collection, yeah. Now it's become bigger than just a school project, yeah. Yeah. So how's your team, if there is a team?
Well, for now there isn't a team,
Yeah.
but wait, yeah, I recently interviewed someone, a volunteer. Someone volunteered to come on board and help with the daily workings of the business.
Yeah.
So there's just two of us now, myself and my volunteer. Her name is Cynthia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
So before all this, it's just been you.
It's just been me, and my model particularly doesn't require so many people working in the business.
Yeah.
So it's just been me.
So you
for the whole year.
You design, then you make yourself, or how?
So the first samples I had designed and made myself, but now we're working with suppliers and manufacturers.
Oh, okay.
So I design and then get the order processed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do design, then you send them over to the manufacturers.
Yes.
No, that makes sense. Because I thought you had a team of guys. That's where the question came from.
I think for a startup, myself as a startup, my view is to keep it small till more revenues are able to come in.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done so far.
Nice.
It's worked out because, research and development for a new product or an innovation is not very sustainable to have someone under your employment. You understand? Because you probably need the money more for research than to pay their salary.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, now that mentioning the whole revenue side of it all, are you relying on funds from yourself, or how's that coming?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah.
I am funding the business along with my parents. But we're looking for funding outside myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff. Okay, now one other thing is now the school side of it all. Because you did design, is this how you had pictured everything turning out later from the course?
Okay. So when I graduated, no, I didn't think I was going to start a business. I also didn't think my project was going to amount to what it has amounted to.
Yeah.
So the whole year has been a surprise.
Yeah.
Like one big surprise. One big surprise.
Yeah.
Month after month. Actually, didn't have a plan, kabisa. In terms of, so school is out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get employed. No, not really.
So you didn't have anything that you wanted to pursue after? Or what was the idea?
Not quite clear.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know.
Wow. Okay. It's an interesting turnout then, because wow. Okay.
I do have like a laid out plan. Maybe, of course, I'd have gotten a job.
Yeah.
But I hadn't figured out the details of it.
So it's graduate, get a job.
Because that's what people do, right?
Yeah.
So I hadn't worked out like my own specific plan that after graduation, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Hadn't worked it out.
Interesting. Okay. Any other passions other than now design? What else? What else are you interested in?
Wow. I like wildlife.
Yeah.
A lot. I like hiking, conservation efforts and practices.
Yeah.
And I also love braille. Yeah. So I've gotten into braille and learning about it and how to read and write it.
Nice. Is there a way you're thinking of incorporating all of them, especially the wildlife, with the design that you're making?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So we have a new collection dropping on November 30th.
Nice.
So that will have a bit of everything I'm working on.
Yeah.
It will have a bit of a touch on wildlife, the braille.
Nice. How much more, or if people wanted to learn more of this, how can they get to
Okay, so you could follow my pages. My personal account at Wanjiku Murigi and the business at HISI Studio on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Thanks. I think we have covered it all. It is it. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. It's okay. Be sure to check out some of my other interviews, some of our other episodes. But this has been it for this one. See you next time. Peace.
Okay.